high gate.
It is a very high gate. Right, let's go and have a look down here. New roof has turned up. Part of a new roof anyway. So where we want them is in here and in here. Yeah, we'll do that first. Because they have cleared up their food, look. Morning, calves. How are you? We're going to move you.
The one that escaped it, like here.
Hopefully.
And then down, it's down the end.
Oh. Might be best to leave it there for the time being. The escapade calf has escaped again.
Walking around the corner now.
Yeah, just going to go rub up against John's tractor. The cows will bed you up as well. Lots of bedding required this morning. Cows have eaten all their food. The one that's escaped has even decided to stage a dirty protest. I brought some help with me this morning. We've got to move that bale as well. Really put that in for bedding down the other end.
Here they are. Can't install anything. Can't even open the gate. Oh, you're going up that way now? Hi, buddy. Hello. You might want to get the gate. Hello, here you go. That's it. That's it.
Hooray!
Yay. Much easier than you doing it on your own the other day. Yep. Do you reckon it's the same one?
Yep. Apparently it's always out.
Oh.
Right, let's do something. Put your fork, babe.
Want me to do this one? Do you want it? Oh, down there.
Count this as my exercise now. Giving up playing football. Starting forking up, isn't it? We need like a concrete panel or something there to push up against so I can scrape it all up and pick it up. You can't get enough momentum with the tractor to scoop it up. You end up pushing it into a pile and forking it in the bucket. I don't know.
Very noisy.
Yeah, the thinking in my head is to put a concrete panel there.
Hmm.
And then you can scoop up against it. Or something. Be less forking required then. Because forking is no good for your back when you're as tall as me.
Very full. Coming back, and then hopefully it will line it up on the floor. And we'll pick it up again.
Right. I'll have this done in no time. That is all now nice and clean. What should we do next? We probably need to get rid of this. I've had the best of that.
In the same bucket.
Well, I'll get rid of that and I'll try and scoop some of that up. Take it away. So we'll do that. And then there's some piles of muck out there we need to pick up.
Well, do you want to get the piles of muck now?
I'll do that as well, so I'll get there.
Yeah.
And then in a minute we'll try and grab that bale that's down there and get it in here, and then they can play with that. And then we'll move those down there. Oh no, we'll bed them up first, and then we'll move them down there. Hold on, Abs. I'll take all that away, Abs, I expect. Yeah, what's it like? Is it any good?
It's a bit wet. It's dry underneath.
You'll probably still eat that. Yeah, alright, then we'll fork off any dung that calf's got on, and then we'll... Perhaps I'll take this bit away, and we'll fork that in. Good work, my lady. Good to have an employee. better that time.
Well, you pushed it up against that.
I had something to push it against. We're winning.
Do we need to move a wooden thing so the cars don't get
No, those ones have got them bolted on already.
Ah, I see.
That's why I want them down there. So they can't escape.
Okay.
Escapade cows. Good forking content today.
He's just putting in a bell for Phil's cows, and then this here is where our calves are going to be. We're going to try and split them into boy and girl, depending on how many there are of each, which I don't know how much of which there are, and I don't know if Josh knows, to be honest, either. But the girls will probably go in this end pen and the boys in there, just because the bull is in that pen there. And we'll keep the girls away from the bull.
Right, so these here are a mixture of Phil's breeding cows, some stuff that's fattening to go, and also there's a heifer in here he wants to keep as a replacement. So we'll bed these up for this bale, and then I dropped a bale in for ours down there. We'll bed them up, and then where Abby is, we'll sort all ours out into heifers and steers. So I don't actually know how many of what we've got, and make sure the heifers are the far side away from the bull. Then we can start feeding up the steers a bit and not the heifers. Don't want them to get fat. Right, cows. I want the old dung for cows. I have my Weetabix this morning. Nice and clean. That'll keep them for probably a week, because is there 6 in here? 3, 5, 6. They won't want nothing doing until next weekend again. Right, should we go to ours? Oh, hello cow. Oh.
Right, I think we should get out before they get too crazy.
Enjoying their feed we pushed up for them as well. I mean, they do spread it about themselves, but gives us something to do, forking it all about. Now you might notice it's a bit awkward getting around with the tractor. It's fine, it's perfect for what is here at the moment, but if we were to fill this entire shed with cattle, and we need to be doing this 2 or 3 times a week, I think I would probably look at buying a skid steer or a little handler or something, just so we can get in and out a bit easier, because we can't really get in the pens if we want to at the moment. Anyway, we'll chuck this around here and a bit in here. This bale here is really dry but really mouldy, so I'm just going to leave it here and let the cows attack it and do what they want with it. They'll spread it out for bedding or something. It's only going to end up on the dung heap anyway. And we probably ought to put a bit of straw in for Mr. Bull. I'm tangled up here. I'm tangled right up in it. Right, let's bed this lot up and then we'll sort them all out. And then we'll come and get some feed for them at the very end, so they're not trying to do feeding stuff here whilst we're trying to move them. All bedded up. So we're going to try and let any heifers down to where Abby is, in that end pen, keeping them away from this chap who's pulling a bit of bedding through for himself. You are a heifer, raise your hoof. As I say, I don't know how many of what we've got, but I know cows. Well, this gate will go back round towards you. If you see what I mean. Yeah. And I'm hoping we can either just like let the ones we want up, and I'll try and keep the ones back we don't want. But like with all good plans, it mightn't work. How are we going to do this? So the one on the concrete. Oh. Yeah. Is it definitely good? Well, shut her in. Well, no, let him go into her pen. Just this one doesn't shut. It will in a minute.
That's it.
I didn't really go to plan.
5 is the girl.
Right, new plan. This is a smaller pen, so they'll be a bit easier to manage, hopefully. But they're doing what I want them to do with this, so they're going to beat that up. So 115 you said is a girl.
Yeah, I don't know, I've lost her now. What gate are you putting them through?
The heifers have got to stay here, and I want the steers to go next door. I think that's a boy on the end as well. That's a boy, isn't it? Yeah, that's a boy.
That's a girl.
Is it? Definitely? 100%? That's a girl, whatever number that is. That's a boy, let him out.
Yeah. Go on, in.
Pull this gate round.
Yeah, good boy.
Right, 1.
Are you a boy?
He must be, he's that size.
That's a boy, that's a boy.
Come on.
Do the boy.
Sure?
He's a boy.
Definitely?
Yeah. Got a little...
Yep. I should have written down what is what before we started, then we could have just been looking at ear tag numbers, because that would have been a lot easier. Now that's a boy, whoever that is. He's missing a tag as well. Nelson is a boy. 111. What am I, a dog? Fetch. Come on, Nelson. We shall name you Nelson. And we've got 9. Well, if we get one more boy next door, the rest can stay this side.
That one's a boy, that little one in the middle. Well, those 2 middle ones are boys.
That little one there.
Little one here, looking at you.
Yeah. You want to be fed up with it. Come on. Come on now. Good boy. Come on.
That one's a boy too.
Boy. Which one's a boy?
But there was a big one.
I think that's a heifer there. That's a boy, that big one there.
Yeah, definitely a big boy.
Come on, mate, you can go, mate. Come on. Come on. Come on, the concrete.
Good boy. Oh.
Woo!
That's a boy. The one looking at me. With
Okay.
tongue in his nose, that's a boy.
Tongue in his nose, technical term. We'll leave the other 3 because they're all about the same size.
The one at the back.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. Can you do that, mate? Big one up the inside. Yes! It's like he knew.
Yeah, boy.
Right.
Right, we better just check them.
Well, the easiest way to do that is if I feed them, because they all go up there to feed.
Alright.
But before we do that, we need to lower that bar.
Yeah.
Let's do that in a minute. I'm hoping with this special tool here that I have found, we can lower down this feed barrier. There's that pesky little one that keeps escaping.
I think it's 118
118, 118.
that keeps escaping. Josh, it's a bit wonky.
Yeah, that's right, we can straighten it out. Now they need to be able to get their heads in. So that's probably about right. Should I tighten that?
Why don't you look the same height as the other one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
Well, I don't think they'll be able to get out of that.
That's in line with that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That was a bit wonky, that was upsetting me. I'll tighten that up a bit. Well, this one just wants to go up, does it? It's quite loose. Let's do some tightening. Up this end. Go a bit higher there because they need to be getting in the drinker.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to be wonky then, isn't it?
Is that alright there?
Yeah.
Enough space?
Yeah, their head will fit through that, won't it? There's less of them this side to fight over it.
There's only 3 of them here.
Yeah. So we've split them up. Girls in here, although they're hiding behind the veil. And then the boys. There's a few more boys than there is girls. How many girls? 3 girls and
Well, that's what we think.
5 boys.
Need to confirm that at a later date.
I thought you said there was 9. Oh no, hang on, there's 6 boys in there.
6 in that,
Yeah, yeah, there is. Yeah, there's 6 boys, 3 girls. But we need to confirm when they're up feeding up here. We will confirm if they're all in the right pens.
Well, my plan is to get myself some handheld clippers, and then we'll run them all through the crush and clip off their tails to keep them a bit cleaner, and clip out their backs to keep them cooler, because it's actually quite warm still in the sun, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't want them sweating, and then if it gets cold overnight, they'll get cold and then they'll be at risk of pneumonia or something. But I need to get some clippers, so recommendations in the comments. I like the ones with like the sheep shear heads on, they seem to cut better rather than the, I don't know what you call it, the finer toothed ones. The ones we have at Northwick at work, handheld ones, are only good for very light work, like trimming out the hair on their ears.
Mm.
Right, I reckon that's good. So the only thing missing
It's food.
is silage. So we're going to get us some silage, and then I think we're done. I mean, they're eating that. I wouldn't, but they are.
The other side was better than this side, they want to.
Yeah, that's right, because they'll spread that around and bed themselves up with it. And whatever they want to eat, they can eat. Right, Abby's just let Mr. Gus out for a run round. Gus Gus! The main doggo. Hello. Right, silage for cows. Phil's actually working at Northwick this morning. We haven't seen him here. I don't know if he's still there, whether he's back, but make no odds. Back in the Fergie. Go and get ourselves a bale. We need to feed the bull something as well, so I don't know whether to get a good bale for our calves and one of the less good ones for that Phil has his cows on, because obviously don't want them getting fat at the moment, and split that between them and the bull, or just give the bull a bit of ours, and then when Phil feeds his cows midweek, you can give the bull a bit of something then. I think it's probably the better idea. Lovely bales of straw, lovely and dry, easy to push round, courtesy of Jim and Joe Maul. We'll need another load before too long. I keep forgetting we have to get in this door because the other one, the latch works, look, but not from the outside. The handle one's taken apart and looking at, but that's not a today job. Right, we got us a bale of silage. I just spoke to Phil on the phone. He reckons there's 5 boys and 4 girls.
Maybe we'll check.
So we've either misdiagnosed one, or he's wrong. I don't know. He said he couldn't really remember.
We'll check. We'll check.
Sun is absolutely lovely.
Yes.
We're getting the tractor.
Yeah, they're all coming out now.
I'll have them in the tractor with me.
ready? We need to go and check if they are actually in fact boys or girls, because Phil's said different to what we we will find out. Now they're all online, it could be easier to actually see rather than them running around in a pen.
I've actually managed to achieve the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Most of the bell's over there. I wanted most of it over here. Walk a bit down for these guys.
I mean, you've not given much to the bull, but I guess he's only one, isn't he?
He's only one, and give him a bit of freshness every day or something, or every other day. I can't decide which dung fork's the best one. One of them's got a cranked handle, one of them's not.
Got what, handle?
That one's got a cranked thing, this has got a straight handle.
So Phil Rickon says 5 boys.
He thought it was 5 and 4, whereas we've got it as 6 and 3.
We'll check.
Let the bull out a minute, he can have something to eat. Gus liked it in the tractor.
Good.
I am convinced that the safest place for the dog is in the tractor.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because else he just tries to find you.
Yeah. If he's in the tractor, I can't drop a bail on him.
He needs a shower.
I can't run him over. I can't drop a bail on him. Bye.
He is in a right state, that dog. Decided to start eating the mouldy bit.
Yeah, I'll eat the mouldy bit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, right there. Chuck that in there. Straight passage. Yeah, Carol, eat all the nice bit.
Right, you're going to go in and check what's what?
I can have a look. I don't think I'll cheat a lot.
Well, just check that the girls are girls.
I'm fairly happy that those 3 are girls.
That one's a boy that just ran down.
Yeah, he's definitely a boy. This one I'm quitting. No, I think that is a boy. Just hasn't got a very prominent navel. No, that's a boy.
That one's a boy.
They're not going to let me lift their tails.
That one's a boy. No, I reckon we have got it right.
We reckon Dr. Phil is wrong.
Josh, that landed right on Gus.
Is it good silage, Gus? Alright, I think we're done. This is how silage ends up in water troughs, look. Go down there and eat. How are you going to put it in your water trough? Right, so the bull is happy. The dog is happy. Hey! Come on, go that way. Go that way. Phil's cows are happy. He has still got 9 outside that are due to calve in a month or so. But somebody's coming to redo the roof because the middle piece is all let go. You can see there's holes in it up there, which is on that trailer. Coming to do that fairly soon, so he was going to avoid putting the cows in until that's done, because otherwise we won't be able to get in and out. And there they are, basking in the sunshine. Abby's getting a thumbnail. Is that my shadow in it or yours?
That's my shadow, but I can't get myself out of it.
Yeah, like I said, we'll start like this, and then in 12 months' time, when there's less of Phil's cows down the end there, and we're occupying more of the shed, then we'll possibly look at buying a skid steer or something, or a little handler. I don't know. What I'm thinking is when it's all our cows in here, it'll obviously be easier to be able to just split it in half rather than however many bays Phil's got it into. I mean, it's all manoeuvrable. The crash barriers are only just bolted on and everything. It can all be unbolted. We can adapt it to however we want. But things like putting a concrete panel possibly on the end, or changing the layout around the back here slightly might be something to do. Obviously we will need the bale storage, which is what is currently here, as well as John's tractor, but perhaps if we could make ourselves some form of midden or hard standing where we can tip dung or something, that might be a plan. I don't know, we'd need a lot of stone to stone that up. But all these things are possible, so we will see how we get on. We'll adapt as we go on the move. We'll be very proactive about doing so, and I'm sure it'll be a success. So from Gus, Abby and myself, hope you've enjoyed seeing our cows, and we'll see you on the next one.